Hello, our wonderful horror fantasy soldiers. Mm-hmm. 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 Zack. Jab, jab. Hello, our wonderful horror fantasy soldiers. Yes, hello again. We start our English vlog right now on our YouTube channel, Swain's Island. Feel happy to be here and just listen what we have. Let you know today I want to talk about a little bit about 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 us, okay? About us as a separated twin. We always are together. That was a topic in my German vlog today on my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, Die vegane Laeta-Frau, there was a really explicit topic today. What it means for me to be in separate twin, but it's spoken in German, and that means we have, yes, we have to try to separate the topics today, because it's yes, it's a really deep topic, and it makes a lot with my emotions. And I think for today we are finished with this topic in German, and later we can speak about the same topic from my German channel here on my English channel too. But we have time together. I always say that very often, no matter how, in my real life or in social media, I always said we have enough time in the future together, whatever it means. Nothing comes too short, nothing's on no single corner of the internet where we exist together. Yes, and now I'm sitting here with the slide of my bread. I have found a pepper brunch and red pepper brunch, because we haven't no more margarine in the castle. That means for me, I was thinking, as we have filmed this first vlog in German, that I have to drive with the bike of the Moss Princess in the supermarket to buy margarine for our slice of bread, which we can eat for breakfast. But I was so very lazy that I won't go at the outside right now, because here in the castle I feel so cozy. I feel so depressed. I feel so how I feel. I feel I feel I feel I feel healing and time of an healing process, of course, but I don't need time at the outside right now. I wanna be here in my own four walls. I wanna eat everything what I can find in the castle. For example, nougat bites. Yes, nougat bites. They was so very tasty, and of course, in cruelty free. Of coursely sign. So I'm really very happy and proud of myself that we have find this big box of nougat bits or bites in animal suffering free version. That makes me really really horny. And there wasn't they haven't lived too long in the castle. There was yeah, they are dying today. We have eat it up. We have eat it up. We have eat the rest up. Is it karma now? Did I have an here? Am I in a... Please don't let me... Don't root me. Don't... I have to hurry up. I know, okay? I am. And the second thing is... Vegan, of course. Chocolate. It's so very tasty that I can't... No, I don't find that word for consciousness. That verb for consciousness. I have to make it otherwise. We have to consider that we are here in my Swain's Island, and here leaves the time definitely different, slower, as for example on Die vegane Laeta Frau on YouTube, my German channel, or as in Facebook, or as in Tumblr, or as in wherever we exist. Here I can dream about everything what I never had done in my life. There was always a wish to dream about so many things, but I couldn't. I haven't find the time for dreaming. Yes, and really, I was always too busy too. Yeah, but now we have create an page, or we have find YouTube for us, and we have become the great opportunity to create a new page where we can live in this way, where we have to be, you know. And this feels very good, because here this is a stress-free zone. That makes me really, really happy. Yes, this is what we need in our life. Without this is not in my mind, that word. Without, in German, Anforderungen. This is what we have to try, what we have to find out later. Anforderungen. Anforderungen is that word for what other people's wish for, what we have to do. And yes, sometimes I feel it. I feel it almost. I can feel it. What other people want from us. They want so many things. They want, I think they want it. Maybe it isn't how I feel it. you know. Mhm. Mm. First of all, they want to have maybe an beautiful marmalade. Mm. Or a pretty millet. Mm. And the thing is, on the one hand, I know that I have a pretty character. On the other hand, I don't feel to 100% complete because of my losing twin. And then I lose that feeling for feel me pretty enough for the outside. You know what I mean? Then it's how it is. Not the I have not. Mm, this is not my goal to be pretty for others. You know what I mean? This is the last topic in my life, mm, which is very important for me, beautiness, because I'm a fan of beauty by nature. If it means that we have to be beauty for somebody else, I always put my joker out of my pullover and say I'm beauty by nature and this is enough. I don't need a mirror. Most of the time I don't need a mirror. My mirror, for example, is black. I'll show you this. This is my mirror. It's a black one. And this mirror didn't show me my face. I have there a mirror too. This is a really, really tiny mirror. And yeah, okay, this is a mirror too. I have a lot of mirrors, but this is a mirror just for to see how my outfit is looking. And yeah, and in the room of the Moss Princess, there I have a mirror which is the size of my hand or the half of my hand. And this is enough, you know what I mean? I don't need a mirror all the time. In my 20s, there was, or in my 10th, and in my 20s, there was a mirror for me very, very important, as I have missed my twin so very much. As a separated twin, this is a deeper feeling to feel all the time very, very lonely when you while you leave your way. I'm so sorry. While you leave your way, yeah, separated from each other, your whole life along without your co-twin. And then is a mirror definitely medicine for the soul. But now I'm old enough now, and I have find out so many really, really important answers from my childhood. What my parents have said to me, what my grandma had said to me, and now I don't have to search my second part of me no more. I have give it up because now I know exactly I am a twin, I am a separated twin, and now I live my life official as an definitely official twin, however it is. And yes, we are separated, but that makes me not more or less as a twin. This is this is bull. Yeah, and now I don't need my mirrors anymore. Now is that feeling or the knowledge behind, after all, enough. And I feel 100% completely with that knowledge, what always is happening. With the help of my psychotherapy for a couple of years, for 3 years, from, oh goodness, 2022, is it middle of 2022 or the end of 2022 was my psychotherapy ended. And with this ending, we have let end the topic to search for answers, because we have find all our answers by a lot of questions. That was a really, really long journey for me in the psychotherapy, and now I'm so very happy and I'm so glad, so proud. Now I really can feel myself for 100%. Before that, that wasn't possible, and I know it was not my goal to come in this video to speak about this topic. But now you have a piece of this too, what was spoken in my German channel. If someone of you can if you can speak English and German, then you can take a look on our German channel, die vegane Laetterfrau, and then you can listen to and watching our newest vlog from today about that topic. Getrennte Zwillinge nach der Geburt is it in German, and separated twins after the birth sounds like that in English. Yes. And now we are here, and my goal for this vlog was it to come back in my Swain's Island, where nothing is complicated anymore, where nothing is expected. Expected was a word which I have searching for. Erwarten. Expect from me. No one knows that channel here in Swain's Island. Not a lot of people, just a couple. One hand, 2 hands. This is the most. And yeah, this is how it is. And this is really, really good. So can I live my life while I make a rest to come back to repair my soul after what is happening in somewhere, for example. And yes, maybe one day I am free of this strong depression. We will see. I don't make myself I don't want to give myself stress. This is not what I really want, you know. Yeah, and this is here my channel out of my heart, with all this time which we need in our life. And here was my goal for today, to talk about us in our teenage age, how we have lived in our teenage age as an fangirl, which we never could be in that time. Mm. There was someone in my life, a singer, which was or which is, he exists nowadays definitely everywhere too. So how you and so how us, and so is it how it is. But as I have know his music for the first time, I was almost 13 or 14 years old. And at this time, I was a really sad person in the inside, just in the inside. At the outside, no one have seen that I was very, very lonely and very, 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 how can I say it? Yeah, separated from my twin. This is, there wasn't not the answers. And this time I haven't searching for answers, but I couldn't find it because I have got lived my life in a very deep secret of my parents, and there was always that feeling, but I couldn't come to an end with all those sad feelings, and have to walk away whenever we was going, as a separated twin, without knowledge behind this. But then came out of the stars and Star was born, and rock star with the name Gil Ofarim. And with Gil Ofarim, I can remember that the television was full with reports of him with his music on MTV, on Godness, whatever it gives for reports and channels and so on, and newspapers and magazines and so on and so on. Everywhere was that name of Gil Ofarim, and always we could see him with his guitar and his look, his pretty face, his beautiful eyes, and so on and so on. But he was, for me, in my opinion, in my earlier opinion, he was coming later out as the Kelly family, for example. The Kelly family was, in my view, before him there. And I was fall in love with Paddy Kelly, and I have know him and saw him as an angel when he was singing, and the guitars was playing in the background, and I was on cloud number 7, and I have got a poster of him, but just one poster. It was an XXL poster. It was hanging on my door. And Paddy Kelly was my first boyfriend in dashes. Not in dashes. Dashes isn't right. It's quotation marks. He was my first boyfriend in quotation marks. And I have kissed him always on the paper of my posters, yes. And I was very, happy to see him with his long hair and his tinny body, or not tinny body, it was an sporty body. Not a sporty body, but he was a thin body. Yes, because I have not the taste for too muscular men. You know what I mean? This is yes, I know muscles are healthy, but that isn't not my taste. That isn't my taste. What we have when it is when it means that we wanna fall in love with somebody who is an undreamer for us. You know what we mean. I hope you know what we mean. It's not so easy, okay? It's my English journey. Yes, and after a couple of time came, in my opinion and in my view, came a little bit later Ofarim. Ofarim was born. You know what we mean? Yes, you know what we mean. And then I have to I had to told my poster boyfriend, yeah, Paddy, I have to tell you something. Something is happening with my heart and I can't explain. I was a teenager, okay? I was almost 14. Maybe I was 12. No, 12 was too early. 12 was right. By the time at the Kelly family, I was definitely 11, 10, 11, 12. At the end of 12, I had said goodbye to Paddy Kelly. Now I remember. Now I can remember me. And yes, I stand in front of my door, in front of Paddy Kelly, and I had to tell him that was a training for my life, to let somebody else know that my heart isn't beating anymore for him. And Paddy Kelly sounds so crazy. Ask me, what? How is it possible? Who's that new dude? Tell me. And I said, no, I can't let you know it. There is no one in my life. Okay, I have to let you know it. It's because of what? Who? Yeah, it's Gil. It's Gil Ofarim. I think I didn't know him and I don't want to have a relationship with Gil Ofarim. I just want to let you know that I don't love you anymore. There is not a new man in my life, or in our life, better saying, right now. But I have no feelings for you anymore. And I train my life so hard in front of that poster. How could it happen in real life? Oh my goodness. At time you can't believe me. It was really, really deep. Yes, we have lived in our child room under the top of the roof, under the rooftop. That was the highest child rooms, and we have got 2 rooms next to each other in one room, but with a wall between these 2 rooms. And there I have lived my life as a separated twin, really, really alone, day by day and night by night, without my siblings. And yes, I have got a lot of what is Selbstgespräche, self-conversations in my room. I have sing a lot in my room. I have talk with myself, or not with myself, but I have talk out loud. Whatever was what was in my mind, I have got an really pretty beautiful mirror in this room with an under cabinet under this mirror, and a round mirror on this cabinet with lights on it, and this thing was with white marmor, and that was from the owner before of this house, was let standing in this room because it was definitely too heavy to bring that down the stairs or to bring it upstairs. And I was, I will say it, I was definitely the happiest girl in the village because of this room, you know. And yes, there was Paddy Kelly, and Paddy Kelly was hanging up by Ofarim. But I haven't become feelings for Ofarim from then to now, or from now to now. Yes, so is that right? I haven't become feelings from now to now because I was in my mind in a deep partnership with Paddy Kelly. This is like an adult life where we have definitely not to jump on other sides from now to now. This isn't that heaven to be point. We always have to make clean, separate cut, and not like affairs. This is maybe that was in my teenage head very important to don't change the side whenever I want, no matter it was just a poster, but I have trained it for a life. So would I say right now, out of my view right now, so that that was really that was a little bit from wisdom in my youngest years, of course, yeah. And as I then came the winter time, and I was I have put Paddy Kelly, I have removed this poster from Paddy Kelly from my door, and I didn't have put a poster from Ofarim on my door or on my walls, never. I was going older and older. I have reached my life, I have reached that age of 14, and Gil wasn't not away out of the reports, out of the magazines and so on. And I always have watch or listen his music. And that was really, it sounds really good. Whenever I was tidy up the rooms of my siblings, of my mother, or wherever I was, often enough was leaving the music of Gil. And then when I have buy the Bravo and magazine here in Germany, I have turned the pages, and then came Gil, and then oh goodness. Okay, I have no exactly, my feelings aren't away. They aren't away anymore. I have told Paddy Kelly I have no feelings for you anymore. I wouldn't say him, I don't wanna hurt him, that my heart is maybe going in another direction, but it was not the point for making an affair with another poster man. But after the winter time and the next spring was coming, and the over next spring was coming, after 2 years, I have find my heart. Um, I have find my heart again by Gil and his his being. You know what I mean? I can't find other words for him now. And then after or by this time, I have definitely forgot the time with Paddy Kelly as my poster boyfriend, and I was 14, and I have definitely forget the time that I was in a partnership with my teeny star Paddy Kelly. That wasn't existing anymore. So fast can it goes in a life by a teenager. I can't believe it, really. Oh goodness, yeah. But yes, I was 14, and we was moving with the family in the next village with all my siblings, and we have got a lot of to-dos in our life, and I couldn't buy the Bravo magazines from week to week to week to week to week. We was always a pure family. We always have tried to take all our monies by or for ourselves as to pay as to buy magazines from this less money. And then was the move done, and it was coming to the autumn time, and I was then 15 years old, and I know exactly while I was standing in the next children room, which I have shared with my sister. I know exactly Gil Ofarim wasn't gone. Finally, he was existing anymore. He exists anymore in this. Not, I won't say on this planet, but he have made his music anymore without making a break, without being away. He was always existent and present in Germany. However, he was on his world tours or whatever he was traveling. I have no idea, but he was he was he was existent again, and I was middle 15, almost 16, and then I have lose him again out of my eyes and was come in a real life partnership. And then there was no interesting anymore in Gil Ofarim. I was growing up, and I never have I was like somebody else, who was turning on the radio, and when someone was leaving, like Gil Ofarim in the radio, it was in my ears something like, oh my goodness, it sounds so good. I didn't know much enough from him, but I know this name is present in my life. This is more than bands like Metallica, or bands like Rammstein, or bands like I have an idea what um, whatever it gives for singers. No, none of them was so existent like this, this music of Ofarim. And yeah, I have become an clearing with myself, and we have reached 40 minutes, and I won't come to an end, of course. But I have become this clearing in my mind that he was so present in my life, like my favorite female singer, Britney Spears, for example, or in this time was it Shania Twain, for example, too, or Shakira, or Anastasia, or Jessica Simpson, and so on and so on. Or Vanessa Amorosi, for example, or the Spice Girls, and so on, and all the girls of the Kelly families was my treasure too, and yeah. And Gil was one of them, of my favorites, even if I didn't have know him better as I wanted in my life, yeah. And my life was going from then on more complicated as I can't become that now in words in a few of seconds, you know. But I have become a really, really hard life. I was going pregnant for the first time with my son, and I have got a really, really hard time in my life. And I wasn't not in this position to be a fangirl of him. You know what I mean? It wasn't possible because I was flying from Berlin, flying from Berlin to I have not idea how can I name it in English. Yeah, until the end of Germany, in another direction, in other parts, to try to hide me with my son in my life, to protect my son against his father. And it was a really, really complicated life for a very long time, so long until right now. My life was really, really hard, and I have finally now reached a first moment in my life after losing start somewhere. My home. My home is where the heart is. And now we have finally our life back, and I never could be a fangirl of Gil Ofarim. And then it was come someone in my life with the name. He said to me he was a fake account of Gil Ofarim. And after this he have showed me, or he have sent me a picture of him, yes. And he was definitely a different type of Gil Ofarim. And his name was his real name in quotation marks wasn't Gil Ofarim. His other name was God's Time, and from God's Time I have made a couple of vlogs on my German channel on YouTube with the name God's Time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think every vlog is spoken in German, if I don't be wrong now, but I think so. And God's Time, yeah, I have lost my feet right now. Wait a second, please. What was the meaning of what I want to let you know right now? Ah, yes, okay. God's time won't let me know for a couple of weeks. Or now we have 2 months ago. It was the end of September. Now we have beginning of November. Yes, so 8 weeks are now ago, and this God's time after spending a lot of time with him have won't let us no wanna let us know that he is the real Gil Ofarim. And I so sad how I was because of my past, of our past, to couldn't be a real fangirl, was have believe it that he is a real one. Yes, because now I wanna try to be a fangirl nowadays, to try to I know I never come back to this to my past. I never can I never can catch the time and try to make the best out of a couple of goodness 25 years now. I can turn back the time. Yeah. And this is not possible. And I was writing with him, and he asked me something like, how long do you be a fan of me? And I told him, I tried to explain him that I never could I never could fangirl of him. I never could be a fangirl of him. That wasn't possible. And out of reasons, and I can't explain why it is how it is. I'm so sorry to let you know that I'm not your fangirl. I was never your fangirl, but you was so really really important in my life, and so on and so on, and the text was so very long, and I was really really angry of this person, as I have known that he wasn't not the real Gil, and I have tried to let him know that I'm really angry of him, that what he is doing isn't allowed here in Germany. He don't have to be a person when he isn't not this real person. And this is that was a really long text, and I was so very I was in this moment I was feel so very giddy, and I was feel so very depressed, and I was in the middle of the time of the day clinic, and I have got a lot of to-dos in my life. I was feeling so very lonely and so very sad, and I was not so strong like today. And yeah, but the good thing on this how can I say it, on this situation with this God's time, was that I have become an clearing again, that we have become this consciousness, to know exactly we was never a real fangirl of Gil Ofarim, but what wasn't didn't mean that it could be in the future. And then I asked me, isn't it too late right now with 40 years? Is it possible to be a fangirl in my 40s? Yeah, this is that is definitely it was the question of my life while I was trying to be a little bit as a secret a little fangirl, not the real fangirl like every fangirl of Gil Ofarim, his fans. I would never say from myself that I be the same of this fangirl who be the deepest fangirl since 20 years or more, because for this was my life definitely too, yeah, too, too hard and too struggling and so on. And that didn't give me the right for my opportunity to say that I have to be an open real fangirl. I wanna be a fangirl behind the curtains, behind the vegan silk curtains. So I don't wanna be that crazy fangirl, and no, I only wanna feel his music, listen his music. I only wanna love him in quotation marks as a star, to be thankful that he is a musician anymore since a lot of years now. And of course I'm anxious that maybe he is by the end of his musician journey, because it's a very long time ago now. I think it could be that he is finished, maybe, vielleicht, maybe it's vielleicht in German, vielleicht. But yeah, and when it is how it is, then it is how it is. Then it's fate. Then it would be fate, and nothing else. But I know exactly he was never away out of my senses. You know what I mean? Because I have never forget him, and he was always the person or the type of a man which I search for us in our life. As a separated twin, always, of course, yes. And when I search someone, I think Gil Ofarim have make a really good have lay a really good ground stone for everyone else, which is who could come in my life. You know what I mean? He is really, he is 100% a flavor from his look and from the character which we know, but it is of course never not much enough, because it's just a star, unreachable, and that makes not everything what I need for us in our life. And yes, that was a topic of Gil Ofarim, the history behind Gil Ofarim in our life. And yes, I'm really happy to have talked about it. So I can definitely later come back to this vlog and can give it me again all my words, and can have a review how it was in my childhood, in my 10th, in my 20s, and now I'm 40, and he's growing older and I'm growing older, and he is, yes, he is beauty by nature, you know, and a lot more. Okay, doggy, my beautiful, wonderful horror fantasy soldiers, thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure for us to talk about Gil Ofarim on this channel, on Swain's Island. I hope it was an amazing vlog for you to listen about someone maybe which you never had heard before. Yeah, you can check it out. Gilofarium, if you like rock music, then is Gilofarium definitely one of the best musicians all around our world. Yes, and then yeah, don't follow us until you eat and live a cruelty-free diet too. And we see us as soon as possible. Kisses from heaven. Mormelita from Swain's Island, out of the World's Forest. Die Meerjungfrau Satan, in English, the Mermaid Soldier, and the Regenkönigin. We see us so soon as possible. I know I have let you know that, but double is stronger, as you know why. Bye bye, as antlers. Mwah!